Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sade Chevelle. This is just gonna be me ranting. I'm on my way to work. I'm sorry about the angle and everything. I'm on my way to work. It's like 6:43. I just wanted to do a little car rant. I'm by myself, so I feel like I could really be like honest. My husband's not here to be like, babe, don't say that, don't say this, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna be honest. We've been living with his parents for not even 2 months now, and honestly, I'm over it. I'm not gonna stay living with them for more than 2 years. I'm gonna give it 2 years, and then we gotta move. I can't live with them. It's his mom. His dad is 82 years old. He's not doing nothing. He old as man. It's his mother. I feel like our personalities are like complete opposites. Like, I'm an introvert. If you guys don't know, I'm an introvert. I can be antisocial at times, and she is the complete opposite. His mother is 72 years old. Her birthday just passed in September, and she is like the complete opposite. She likes people to gather around, look at me, here's my life story, and you're supposed to sit there and be like, oh my god, that's like amazing. Like, mind you, she's a secretary. She's been a secretary for who knows how long, but she wants you to gather around her and, oh my god, that's amazing. Really? Like, that's her energy, and my energy is the complete opposite. I'm on my way to work. It's Friday. Yeah, so like that's her energy, and I'm the complete opposite. Like, I don't like attention. I don't need validation. I don't like. That's just me. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm a fly on the wall kind of person. Like, I don't even want you to look at me low key. That's just me. I don't need validation. None of that. She's the complete opposite, and I feel like that's why she gets under my skin. Like, I'm not rude to her, nothing like that, but her personality is just so overbearing. And like, when I get overwhelmed, I shut down. Like, my thing is, I'm not gonna talk to you. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I'll say like, good morning, good afternoon, but I'm not gonna sit there and run my mouth. That's not me. And that's how I've been lately, because I'm just like, you're getting under my skin. So I'll come home from work. My husband works from home. She works from home. She's supposed to be retiring next year. So when I come home from work and I see her or my father-in-law, I'm like, hello, whatever. But that's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. That's all the talking I got. And I know that probably bothers her, because she likes people to, I don't know, but we only been living there for not even 2 months, and I'm done. I'm over it. I was talking to John. Of course, when we first moved, him and her was getting into it, and I felt bad, so I was like trying to mediate. I'm like, oh, whatever. But now I'm like, I'm over it. But I feel like he is low key trying to convince himself it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It is that bad, because I feel like I'm 8 years old. I don't feel like I'm a grown-ass woman. I feel like I'm an 8-year-old. Like, when we come home, like when it's time for dinner, she's like, okay, guys, come sit at the table. How was your day? Like, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't need you to do that. You know what I mean? It's weird. And me and him, we don't eat at the table. I like to watch TV when I eat, and he does the same thing. So to be like every day, like, okay, come sit, tell mommy how was your day. It's like childlike. And I don't like that. I be feeling like a child. So yeah, I'm not gonna post this video. I'm just gonna make it, and then hopefully, my birthday's in January, so hopefully in January I'll come back, and hopefully I'll feel different about this whole living arrangement. But right now, I can't. I don't got 2 years. Is all I'm gonna give them. We just moved. It was expensive to move. I get that. but I can't live here. Like, we want to have kids. I can't imagine having a newborn plus his mom. I just can't imagine that. Like, that would be hell. So hopefully whenever I report back, I'll feel differently, or he will agree, like, yeah, it's not working, we're gonna have to move. Because his thing is, like, his fear is we're gonna be forever renters. He keeps saying that, like, you know, because everything's so expensive right now. And of course he's right, but it's like, you rather rent or you rather live with your mom. I don't want to have kids like that. I just don't want to have. I'm already miserable, and I'm having a baby on top of that. You know what I mean? I can't imagine it. So I can't imagine that. But hopefully after a while he'll agree, like, yeah, it's not working out. 2 years, we get to save up some money, and then we get to go somewhere else and live. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, because the plan was, if you guys don't know, the plan was, we were in Philly renting. We were there for almost 3 years renting. We decided, well, his parents are really old. His dad is 82, his mom is 72. They need help. They can't really take care of the house anymore. So the plan was, we were going to move with them, and whenever we were ready, they were going to transfer the mortgage to us. So we would end up owning the home, which is my husband's childhood home. His parents built the home, blah, blah, blah. That was the plan. And I'm like, okay, it sounds good, you know? It sounds good, whatever. And then, like, towards the end, low-key, his mom was, like, really, because we were like, we don't know. His mom was low-key, like, really trying to persuade us, like, oh, you guys should move. And then we do move, and it's like, it's hell on earth. Like, literally 2 weeks in, him and his mom was getting into it. It's just a lot. And then his mom got COVID. We went out for his mom's birthday. She ended up getting COVID, and she was mad at me because I didn't risk my health to ask her if she was okay. Like, are you insane? She told him that. She told John, she was like, I'm upset with Sade because she didn't ask me if I was okay. Like, are you insane? Like, this lady was walking around the house, no face mask, no nothing. I'm supposed to come up to you, risk my health to ask you if you're okay. So when he told me that, I was like, this lady is insane. I don't have time for that. Like, I'm not gonna stroke your ego. I'm not your husband. So yeah, me and her, we're complete opposites. So it ain't working out. It's not working out, but it's not even 2 months. I'm gonna give it some time. Hopefully he will want to move too. Like, hopefully he's like, it's not working, babe, let's just go. I pray, because 2 years is all I got. After 2 years, I got to go. But I'm gonna report back. I'm literally heading to work now. Hopefully I'll change my mind in a couple months. Okay, so I'm back. It's like 2 weeks later. I did not wait to tell my husband how I felt, which I knew I wasn't. That's not me. When something's on my mind, I kind of gotta, like, when something's on my mind, I kind of gotta say it. So I waited 2 weeks to talk to him. When we were at the Bushkill Falls, I was just like, we had a good day. I'm like, hey, babe, I gotta tell you something. So I told him that after 2 years, I gotta go. Like, we have to go. I told him that I do not want to buy the house anymore. Again, I'm driving to work. It's 6:44. So yes, it's dark. I'm sorry. And of course, he was pissed because the whole point of us moving down here was to buy the house, to end up buying the house from his parents. So of course, he was pissed about that. He's like, what do you mean, da da da? And I told him, like, I can't imagine having a baby living with his mom. I cannot imagine being pregnant, and then having a baby, going through all of those emotions, and I just can't imagine doing that with his mom being in the house. He's mad because his fare is childcare. Like, you know, childcare is like so expensive right now. He's like, he works from home, so he's like, I can't fucking work from home and have a newborn in the house, you know what I mean? And of course, he don't want to have to pay $2,000 a month to watch a baby. And I get that. Everything's so fucking expensive right now. So that's his fear. He's like, childcare, who gonna watch the baby? Who gonna watch the baby? And right now, I don't even know how anybody could stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom. Like, I can't be a stay-at-home mom because we need 2 incomes. The way everything is so expensive right now, it sounds cute, like, oh, I'm just gonna stay home with the baby until they can go to daycare or whatever, pre-K. We cannot afford that. We need 2 incomes. So that's his thing, is like, who's gonna watch these kids? So that's what he's afraid of. And I'm like, I get it. That's how we move. But I'm like, 2 years, I cannot be there longer than that. So he knows that we're not buying the house. He did not tell his mom yet because, of course, when she find out, she's going to probably be petty and be like, well, if you guys aren't going to buy the house, you guys are going to have to start paying rent or whatever. Which my husband, like, he pays for, like, the internet, I think the internet, the water, and something else. So he does pay bills, but it's not like rent. He probably pays like $200 a month in bills, house bills. Oh, jeez. This fucking guy. Come on, go. So, yeah. But, of course, when she find out we're not going to be buying the house, she's going to be petty because that's just who she is. And be like, oh, you guys got to start paying rent or you guys going to have to end up moving. So, we have not told them yet. But he definitely knows that we are not buying the house. I cannot live there like that with them. I feel like if it was just one of them, it wouldn't be that bad, but it's the 2 of them. So it's just, I can't. So yeah, and then the other night, when we were talking, I was like, he's like, why you, like, what's wrong? I'm like, I feel like a fucking kid. I feel like a kid. She treats us like we're kids. And he actually told me that, so it's our bedroom, his office, and then like the extra room we turn into a lounge. And a big thing was us having candles because his mom is afraid that we're gonna burn down the house. Mind you, I'm 30, he's 32. She's afraid we're gonna burn down the house. So before we moved, I told him, I'm like, make sure that we can have candles because clearly I love candles. I'm always buying candles, whatever. She was like, oh yeah, that's fine, no problem. He told me that like every other night before she goes to bed, she goes in the lounge and asks him like, is the candle on? Make sure it's off. So you doing that, you don't trust us. Like, you saying that it's cool, but then you're micromanaging. And I did not know this. I never knew this until he told me like Saturday. I'm like, she been doing that this whole time? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why you didn't tell me? Because he's trying to keep the peace. But I'm like, it's stuff like that. It's like, you say one thing, but your actions, clearly you don't trust us. Even though we're in our 30s, you think she acting like we're 8 years old, like we're going to burn the house down. So I'm like, stuff like that, I can't deal with his mom. If I'm tripping, let me know. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Stuff like that, I feel like I'm an 8-year-old kid. But I have not been talking to his mom at all. Like, I'll come home and I'm like, oh, hello, whatever. But that's it. I ain't got nothing to say to her. She really turned me off with the COVID thing, so I'm good. I'm good on her. That's just how I am. Like, I'm not pressed to talk to people. Like, she rubbed me the wrong way with the COVID thing. I'm good. So, like, honestly, like, my ideal situation, like, I want us to move to Virginia. Like, we love Virginia. We're actually going there in November for a Thanksgiving trip. Just me and John. We're gonna go to the Busch Gardens. I think they have like a Christmas thing over there, so we're gonna do that. Just me and him. And I really want that to become like our Thanksgiving tradition, just going somewhere, me and him. And then once we have kids, of course, us and the kids go somewhere. And he didn't tell his mom about that. I told her. She was like, oh, you guys want to do so and so? I'm like, no, we're going to be away Thanksgiving. She's like, oh, really? Da, da, da. Of course. Because Thanksgiving, she wants everybody to gather around her, and she's going to tell everyone how great she is, you know. So I told her, I'm like, we're going to be going. We wanted to go to Miami, but Miami is devastated right now, so we're going to go to Virginia instead. He didn't tell her that. Like, he's just, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm like, we're going to be with them for Christmas, so it's no point of us. We don't have to be there for Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, Thanksgiving, let's just make it a new tradition. Me and you just go somewhere for that weekend, for the long weekend. So I would love to get a house in Virginia, but everything is so expensive right now. Like in our area, a townhouse, it's probably like $250, maybe $280K, like for a 2-bedroom townhouse. Everything is so expensive. So I don't know when he gonna tell his mom. I don't know when. I'm probably gonna end up just telling her because he acting like a bitch. He acting like he's scared. Of course, I love my husband, but it's like sometimes he could be very passive. His dad is so passive. His dad is passive. I think he gets that from his dad. But when it comes to me, like, you know what I mean? He's not passive with me, but with his like mom, he's so passive. It's annoying. It's like, dude, just say what you gotta say. But anyway, that's what I got going on right now. I'm almost at work. But yeah, and again, if I say anything on my channel, it's what I feel comfortable saying. I'm not like, it's cool. I don't care. It's my channel. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. But yeah, like honestly, me and him in 2 years, we could honestly have like $70K saved, which is good for a down payment on a house. Like that's cool. But the thing is, like, I wouldn't mind just getting a condo, but it's like paying that amount for a 2-bedroom condo is like disrespectful. You know what I mean? But if push comes to shove and that's all we could get, we gonna have to get it. We gonna have to do what we gotta do because we don't want to keep renting. We're trying to have kids, so. And I don't want to wait. I'm 30. I'll be 31 in January. I'm like, I don't want to keep waiting. Like, I'm a woman. I have a clock. I can't keep waiting 4 or 5 years. Then I can't have kids, or it's more difficult for me to have kids. So I really can't keep waiting to have kids or whatever. Yes, I'm like, if whatever, we gotta get a townhouse. It is what it is. Of course, he's pissed. He's pissed because it's not the plan. I don't know what to tell him because I'm like, I just cannot live with his mom. I can't live with her. Like me and her, our personalities are just so opposite. Like I can't live with her. So opposite. And mind you, he has a sister. She lives like 20 minutes away. So it's not like he's the only child, like they're gonna be abandoned. He has a sister who lives 20 minutes away. So if she needs to come over and look at that, like help them out, she can, like she's there. That's why I'm like, to me it's not a big deal because it's like your other child is down the street if there's an emergency or whatever. But of course they love him. They want him there because he's gonna play the game. I'm not playing the game. I'm not 8 years old. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, I'm not 8. But yeah, I pray to God that we could get something. I pray to God that these prices for these like houses start coming down because everything is so expensive. It's insane. I don't know when I'm gonna actually be posting this stuff, but if y'all think I'm tripping, just let me know. I don't think I am. I really don't think I am, because, you know, pregnancy is so sensitive, and then once you have a baby, that period is so sensitive, and I'm like, I just can't live with his mom. Like, I'm gonna end up cursing her out, and I really don't. I want to be respectful to her, but it's like, if you keep treating us like we're kids, I'm gonna curse you out. We not kids at all. Like, it's not okay for you to treat us like we're kids. Yeah, so that's it for me. I'm about to be at work. Yeah, and the thing about it is, like, my husband John, he works from home, and then my job, I could work at any hospital. It's not like I gotta be at a certain location. So we definitely could move to Virginia. So hopefully we end up in Virginia, but I don't know. But I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, so I'm gonna conclude this little whatever I got going here. So I actually told my husband, and at first he was not with it. He's like, what about childcare? What about this? What about that? But it's been like, I think 2 weeks since the last video I made. And of course he's had some incidents with his parents. So of course now he's like, you're right. Like, we living here and trying to have children, and then having a newborn in the house, getting used to being parents. He's like, it's not going to be possible with his parents being there. So he agrees with me, thank the Lord, because I'm like, if he wasn't going to agree, I'm just going to have to leave. So he agrees with me. He was like, let's give ourselves 2.5 years, maybe 3. Let's save up some money, and then our plan is to go to Virginia, because we love Virginia, and buy a house down there. So thank the Lord, because I, like, long term, I cannot live with them. So that's the conclusion of all this. I just feel like we got scammed, because, like I said in the beginning, his mom was like, she was really encouraging us, like, yeah, you guys should move, for, like, you know, for your kids, you have more space. Like, she really was like pushing it on us, and we're like thinking about it. We're like, you know what, okay. She agreed to be a decent person, which was a lie. I feel like she just wanted us here to have servants, and to have people to applaud, and, you know, an audience. And of course, it's all my opinion. I'm not trying to bash my mother-in-law, but I feel like this was calculated, because I think she brought the idea to us like 2 years ago. We had all went to Virginia. We were going to go to Virginia, just me and John, and then her parents tagged along, literally. They're like, oh, we'll just pay for the hotel. So we're like, okay, I guess we can't say no, right? So then our whole week in Virginia was ruined, because we had to, like, literally push them around in the wheelchair. Just a lot. So, and then when we were in Virginia, his mom was like, oh, we thought about it, and we're gonna gift you guys the house, keyword gift you guys the house. And we're like, oh, that's great. Like, where you guys gonna live? She was like, what do you mean? We're gonna be in the house. So it's not a gift. If you're giving me something, but you still own it, it's not mine, you know what I mean? So that's how she brought it to us 2 years ago, making it seem like she was just gonna do this phenomenal thing, you know, just so, like, selfless of her. I'm gonna gift my child and his wife our house. Whole time, no, she's still gonna live there. She told us she plans on dying in the house, so she's not, she plans on dying in the house. She's 72, she has back problems, she can't do a lot. My father-in-law is 82, he has heart problems. He has a stent in his head. If you don't know what a stent is, Google it. Yeah, she told us, I plan on dying in this house. So, right, that's our option, is to go back on the open market, or to live with these people until they die. And all while trying to have children, trying to become parents. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. So thank God he agrees with me. He's like, this not gonna work. We're gonna have to find somewhere to go. Thank God we're not paying rent right now. So we're gonna give ourselves 2.5, 3 years, and then we're gonna go. But of course his parents don't know this, because his mom could be petty and be like, if you guys not buying the house within a year, you guys gonna have to leave. So his parents don't know this, but I can't wait for him to tell them, because it's gonna be like you fucked yourself. Like, you thought you were fucking us, but we're actually gonna fuck you, because now you're gonna be stuck with your daughter who you hate because she's just like you. And that's your only option. Like I said, his sister is like 20 minutes away from the house, so you thought you were gonna fuck us, but we're actually fucking you. So I can't wait till he actually tell them. It's gonna be fucking hilarious, and we can't live with them. So that's it. But that's it for this video. I'm gonna put everything together, and then I'm gonna probably post this tomorrow.